Hey guys, Tachi Fan, and I'm back again with another video. And this time I am gonna talk about Naruto because that was a show I was a huge fan of as a kid. I grew up with the show. I had to deal with. I watched it when it was on Cartoon Network when it first came out into America. I started watching the show. My friends got me into it, and I kind of started growing up with it. But I wanted to talk about a little bit more in depth because in my other video, I talked about just anime as a broad term, what I considered anime, and how I feel about anime. I enjoy it. I love watching it, the concept of it. But either way, we'll talk about a little bit about Naruto. So Naruto, if you guys don't know, originally the creator of Naruto wanted to make the show about ramen. Yes, about the food, which is why Naruto in the show loves ramen. Choji loves ramen. That's why they go to the Ichiraku ramen shop, and that was good as it is. I love ramen. Ramen's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. I like the instant noodles. It's nice. It's quick, efficient, and for the most part filling. But I want to talk a little bit more about Naruto. So the show, ninjas, it's really cool. I just love the concept of the show in itself because as a kid, don't get a little personal, like all my videos pretty much. But so personally, Naruto was a show where in a way, I looked up to Naruto because Naruto as a kid, I didn't feel like I personally didn't feel like people hated me because Naruto felt that way. I personally didn't think that way. I had plenty of friends. Just as a kid, I was just out there. I was just this like kid that didn't care, didn't have a care in the world. I enjoyed life. But as I got older, most of the times the teachers and some people didn't really like support me in a way, and I felt similar to how Naruto was, where Naruto didn't give up. He didn't give up on his hopes and dreams. He kept pushing through, and it's just what he has done. He wanted to become Hokage, or well, it's like president of their village, or what you would want to call it. But it was his goal, his determination, and most people called him just a brat. He didn't know what he was doing. He couldn't push himself through. And in a way, I felt I could relate. I felt I could relate a little bit because I I've had some issues in my past where people didn't really think I could do something like that. They didn't think I could accomplish what I had accomplished. I've been told by like some kids, oh, I can't do that because I'm not intelligent enough, or I'm not smart enough. In a way, I had a math teacher tell me that I couldn't pass a regular math class because of the fact that she didn't think I had what it took. And she said it in front of the whole class, and it was really, it was really it was yeah, it was hurtful. I didn't, I felt like there was a lot of things going against me growing up. And I'm sure a lot of people who are like going through the teenage years, and like teenagers can relate to that, because pretty much all teenagers feel like the world's against them. They're dealing with a bunch of high school drama in addition to the curriculum being more and more hard on them, and the fact that they have the hormones to deal with. It's just a bunch of things just coming together and just crumbling down. Plus, they have to try to learn how to adult into being an adult, because adulting hits you hard. It really hits you hard, and you don't expect it. So as a teenager, you don't expect it. You're like, oh, well, I can do whatever I want. I can get away with it, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, reality hits, and you kind of can't. But as seeing the show as Naruto, personally, I could relate to him. Literally, I almost felt the same in a way, and I mean that may sound funny and being like people tell me, oh well, yeah, Naruto, it was so stupid because of how Naruto kind of um inspired people, and it was to the point where they were like, really, like somebody's gonna believe him because he says this one thing, and he's determined like that. And in a way, it kind of does make sense. I mean, the Shippuden series gets way too out of whack, way too crazy. And it just seems like it's so far out there. But seeing Naruto when he was younger, it seemed like the ninja world was like more on a realistic stance. Now people have like godlike powers and can just create like giant bombs out of nowhere because they can do a technique and they don't need hand signs anymore. And but seeing Naruto going through it and actually struggling, he couldn't do anything, literally couldn't do anything. The only thing he could do was transformation, and that was to transform himself into something else. And just seeing the show itself, I don't know, I felt like I could relate to him. Naruto was the character in the show that I looked at and I was like, wow, you know what? He never gave up on his goal. He never gave up on his dream. And personally, I thought the same way. As a kid, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna be determined to do this because no matter what people say, I think if I put enough work, enough effort into it, I can accomplish it. And I mean, still to this day, I kind of believe it in a way. I believe that with hard work, with a little bit of effort, well, actually with a lot of effort and a lot of hard work, you could practically accomplish anything, almost anything. I mean, I just think that it's there. I mean, to a point, I look at it more on a realistic level, whereas when I was younger, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of the concepts of that stuff at all. But personally, I don't know. I looked up to Naruto because of the fact that he stood out. He was the knucklehead ninja, and he literally was a failure in when he was younger. He couldn't accomplish what other people could accomplish with, like, they accomplished it like it was easy. Like, honestly, like cutting butter, it was super easy. But I don't know. I just saw that and was like, you know what? He can accomplish this and do it. I can do the same thing. And honestly, I went through high school and I took, like, my math teacher in middle school refused to take me into regular math class, and then eventually I went into regular math class and I passed flying colors. Honestly, I made high honors in high school, and my average GPA was a 3.6. It was like just because, personally, I looked at it like, just because somebody tells me I can't do it doesn't mean I can't. They say that I can't, and that definitely discourages me, or discouraged me to accomplish, to push further. But I figured with a little bit of effort, I could, and honestly, I did for the most part. Going into high school, and I mean, even getting into college, I made a B average. I only went in for one semester. I couldn't because of life hitting me, life getting in the way. But essentially, I was able to push further, which is why I like the Naruto show. I really did. I grew up with Naruto. I mean, I grew up with Pokemon first, but Pokemon, Ash is an idiot. He really is an idiot. And then somebody trying to defend me, or trying to defend Ash, can try to defend Ash. He's an idiot. Later seasons, he forgets how to feed Pokemon, let alone what Pokemon food is. And I'm in, like, you're like 8 seasons in, you should be able to know, but he doesn't. Or he forgets how to catch a Pokemon. And I'm like, dude, you've caught Pokemon in the past. How do you not remember? I don't know. Maybe the lightning Pikachu struck him with way in the first season really took effect later on. I don't know. I just think that seeing Naruto and being able to see him grow up to actually inspire people was very inspiring. It was inspiring to see. I know it's crazy. It was just over the top, ridiculous. But my intake on Naruto, I personally just think that like I looked up to Naruto. I liked Itachi as a character. The second I saw him, I was just like, he's awesome. I love him as a character, and I knew that making him out to be a big villain and to be a big baddie, but I I felt like there had to have been a reason because of how smart he was. He was very tactical. He knew the outcomes, and he honestly predicted his life down to the very end, down to him dying in the show, because that's what he wanted to do, and he wanted to end it that way, and he wanted to be able to free his brother from the curse from Orochimaru, and he was able to, in a way, do it, and it's just, it was just seeing that. I don't know. I just thought the concept of like Naruto. I grew up with Naruto as a show, and it really inspired me. So I just like Naruto as a kid. It really inspired me, which is why I pushed far. And life doesn't get easier; it gets harder. It really does. That's something that parents can try to teach their kids, but the kids aren't gonna understand until actually life hits them, and it hits them hard. I don't know. I just looked at it. I was inspired to try to push myself, and for the most part, I did. I that's another reason why I love anime. Anime can do a lot of wonders. It can teach you a lot of lessons. You can learn from things from anime. And personally, I prefer anime over real life shows. Real life shows usually it's a lot of drama, a lot of drama, or just, I mean, the game shows are funny. I love game shows. I'll watch game show because I love getting into the game shows. You know, like Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune. The Jeopardy, I'm not smart enough to know. I'm not smart enough to know miscellaneous knowledge like that. But either way, I thought I'd give my little opinion on Naruto, and essentially why I named my profile Itachi fan. I try to keep it the same with things like personally the same like with my YouTube and Twitch. I try to keep the same with it, and same thing with my Twitter account. But I just thought I give my opinion on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with it? You guys Do you guys have an inspiring character? Do you have an inspiring person you look up to, whether it's anime or not? You can always comment in the comments below. I will check them, and hey, I mean, I understand, and for the most part, I understand your guys' logic in a way for the most part. So don't hesitate to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, because I'm gonna try to make more content out. It's just I'm gonna try. I'm making more of a goal to do it, and because I've been inspired when I was inspired as a kid, I'm gonna try to do it some more. So I hope you guys like the video. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz, because that's literally what all YouTubers say, because I mean, it's there. It's free. It never hurts. Really, it never hurts. But until then, I will see you guys whenever that may be. Peace.